Hey folks, it's Bud at SOPHA. We were asked by one of our makeup artists, Erin, she goes by Ramageous, to work with her in redeveloping her look for her portfolio. And it was kind of important that she used a particular model, and we had a particular crew we wanted to use, and we wanted to videotape the whole thing. And then we all sat down with our schedules and made our plans. We realized that we only had 3 hours in which to get as many looks as possible done. And we said, hey, that'd make a pretty cool project. We'll call it the 3-hour portfolio. And what you're about ready to see is what we got done in 3 hours. 3 hours, 1 model, 1 makeup artist, 1 assistant, and 1 fast mover kit here from SOPHA from our rental department. We got 10 looks. Check it out.
So the gear we'll be using today is what we here at SOPHA call the fast mover kit. It just consists of an Alien B800, small softbox, power cord, sync cord, ball buff receiver and transmitter, an 11-foot stand, the Vagabond mini lithium battery, and we brought a sandbag along as well.
So that's the thing, is when you want to darken up the ambient, you change your shutter speed. The thing about a shoot like this is we have to move very, very quickly. We already have our next lighting setup ready, while the hair and makeup artist is getting her stuff done on the model, and we've already done the wardrobe change. So this has to move very, very quickly to get all these shots in. Time's ticking. Little test here. That's looking really, really good. Yeah. We'll do a couple more, but that was probably the shot right there. You know me. Right there.
What's next? What's next?
I'll tell you the shot list in a second. So our next location is Van Otis Chocolates, which is just down the street from SOPHA. And we're picking that location because it's got a nice little loading dock, and it's got a nice beat up barn and a little I don't know, vacant lot. And it really works for a lot of photography. We've used it a bunch of times. So Van Otis Chocolates. So Bud's first rule of location lighting is to go to shade. But here, we don't have any, so we're gonna have to fight against the sun. I have to make sure that I'm facing my model away from the sun, because otherwise she's gonna squint. See, I can't even look this way. That means she can't either. So I have to face her away from the sun. So I'm gonna hunt around a bit and try to find the right sight line and angle, and also get the sun behind her. 16-3. Right there. Sarah, 3, 2, 1.
Just getting the hair out of her eyes. You can see the makeup that I did. Better?
Much better. Turn towards the light slightly. Great, excellent, excellent. Good. So the difficulty sometimes when you're outside is you want to do shallow depth of field, but yet you can't. Your studio light can only synchronize on most cameras up to 1/250th of a second. And we really use the faster shutter speed to block out this bright noonday sun. I think I'm going to try cheating. So what I'm going to try is using a circular polarizer to cut down some of the light coming in that'll allow me to use a wider aperture. Because I'm shooting at 200 millimeters, a nice tight narrow angle of view here, my light can get really close to the subject and I can put a lot of output out of that little Alien B800. So right now we've moved into shade with this barn board behind us. And our light is actually only at about 1/8 power. The Vagabond Mini could run all day like this. I'm using the 85mm lens, and I've gotten a little bit higher up because this one's going to be a headshot, and I like to shoot down just a little bit. So we're probably shooting at f5.6 here. Awesome. So one of the neat things is when you work with a stylist, they can get in there and fix all those last minute details. And honestly, for a headshot, all the details matter. I think I just got it in one shot. Actually, I know I did. So I decided less makeup changes and get the things on. If we move, we can get both of these shots and buzz over there and still do the earthy, whatever on the moon shot.
It's springy.
Right. There we go. And draw back as if you're shooting over there. And I'll tell you when I'm ready so you don't have to hold it any longer. I'm ready, so.
Not used to doing it left-handed at all.
Yeah, you do look awkward, but honestly,
Keeping a pretty face
kinda
too
hot.
when you're like.
So we just added a shot really quick. And we did it by just having the makeup artist give up the vest she was wearing and put a bow in her hair real quick. I'm also going to change the mood of the scene by making our shutter speed faster than our sync speed. We're at 1/400. And yeah, I got a little darkness creeping in on the bottom, but it darkens the whole frame up nice. Very different look to it. That one good. All right, hold still. 3, 2. I want you to reverse your pose. Go the other direction.
It's going down. It's like hitting like right there. Just tilt it up a little bit.
Hold that for a second. So, other than dropping a giant rock on your leg in there, how did you think that went?
Oh, pretty good.
Of course, we put you in the most cumbersome boots and had you go over this rock jungle, and that was actually the worst of the day, really. I mean, we climbed through a tunnel.
That wasn't bad.
We did archery.
Yeah.
We ran around behind on a loading dock and a whole abandoned thing.
We did skateboarding too. How
And
about
the
that?
skateboarding.
Yes.
And actually, I'm surprised we didn't put you in a helmet for that one because you're not, no.
I'm not choreographed
No,
kind of person.
yeah, not even. So I think we got you at least 8, 9, 10 shots somewhere in there.
Yeah, easily.
And of course, we got to work with Erin, which is even better. So how do you think we did?
I think we did well. I'm actually proud of everything we got done today.
And that was just a smidge over 3 hours.
Absolutely.
We ran all over the place.
Mhm.
And I think we got 10 shots in. One I don't think worked. The tunnel, we'll show folks, but I don't think it quite got there.
Things happen.
Exactly.
You can't avoid.
But we grabbed a whole other shot out in the field that we didn't plan.
Mhm.
And we ditched one entire shot. So I think in the end, we got everything we wanted. I mean, we got your portfolio.
Yeah, I definitely pulled some hair and makeup out of somewhere.
Exactly.
Made it work, made it happen.
Now, granted, we said it's a 3-hour portfolio. I think we got 10 looks out of it. Of course, that doesn't count the fact we planned for almost 2 hours before, both on the phone, by email, and of course in person. We all sat down.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's probably half an hour worth of picking up the back of my truck alone for all the gear.
Yeah.
But we really only used one light, a little mini vagabond, and that was it. The rest was all wardrobe and props, and a lot of communication.
It's pretty spectacular. I'm glad it all came together.
So, folks, Erin Ramageous was our makeup artist, stylist, and Gal Friday. On video was Marina. She can wave. Yay. Okay, good. I'm your photographer, Bud Thorpe. Our assistants were, of course, Mike Hinkley, and of course our model was the lovely tiny scarecrow herself, Sarah. So, thank you. Awesome.